Shabi Aramburu knows that more rubber dinghies will arrive today. The northern tip of Lesbos is just 6 nautical miles from the Turkish coast. Hundreds of people have already drowned trying to reach the island. That's why Aramburu and his co-workers are keeping watch. They're lifeguards with the Spanish volunteer organization Proactiva, so they know what to look for.
Yeah, today is a hard day. The wind is strong, it's cold. You can see the choppies in the sea. And also if the rides are in difficult sites, like cliffs, and notice the rise is more difficult.
Just 2 hours earlier, the Proactiva team was called out to another emergency. A crowded rubber dinghy had run aground on a cliff. While Aramburu was tending to several young people who had managed to clamber out of the boat, his fellow lifeguards went to the aid of an injured Afghan man who was trapped down below.
Are there more people? There are more people down there?
The rescue was a success, much to everyone's relief. This boat had set out from Turkey before daybreak.
4 o'clock. 4 o'clock.
And how many people were in the boat?
50
in one boat.
Shabi Aramburu is already responding to the next call. Another rubber dinghy has washed ashore. Every second counts. The lifeguards know that most of the migrants who failed to make it drown in the final meters before landfall. The Spanish lifeguards arrive in time and are able to pull the migrants out of the boat. Normally, Aramburu works as a lifeguard at the tranquil beaches that dot Spain's Atlantic coast. But here, at the entryway to the European Union, their work is a race against death. The new arrivals are brought to a first aid center. There's no Greek rescue service in sight. The Greek government appears to have decided to let volunteers deal with the situation. The volunteers are appalled at what the criminal traffickers on the Turkish side are doing, putting people onto boats, knowing there's a good chance they're sending them to their death.
No. This take water. If someone's come into the water, this take water and the person go down.
Aramburu and his fellow lifeguards are devoting their annual holiday to helping out here on Lesbos. They're on call 24 hours a day. Back at home in San Sebastian, they had all read the newspaper accounts about the refugee crisis and the many people who were drowning in the attempt to reach Europe. But Aramburu and his friends never imagined how desperate the situation would be here.
I do this thing in Spain from the 20 years ago, and I can't explain. You see the dinghy with the babies, childs.
About 1,000 refugees arrive every day. The residents of Lesbos are struggling to cope, but they admire what the foreign rescue teams are doing here.
It doesn't matter if it's nighttime, snowing, raining, or cold. They set off right away. They skipped breakfast again this morning. When they hear that boats are arriving, they drop everything and head over to help.
This time, all they find is a bag. It probably belongs to a refugee. Shabi Aramburu can only hope that its owner survived. The crew also patrols the coastline by boat. It often happens that boats packed with refugees get into trouble out on the open sea. Sometimes all that's left are tattered scraps of rubber. Then only the fortunate survive.
Comes alone, and nobody sees it. It happens. Yeah, it happened. It happened.
Because I have the feeling everything is under control here, but
the coastline is very large.
Aramburu will be here another week. During his stay, he's recovered a number of bodies of people who drowned, but he's also helped save hundreds of lives.
The pain of the people when comes here, and it's hard to see all I can do is that, helping people in all I can do for them. See the sunrise, the smiles, and
Other volunteers will come to take over after Shabi Aramburu leaves, because boats filled with refugees will continue to arrive on the shores of Lesbos.